What if you could create an entire movie scene? Same character, smooth camera moves, even crazy transformations with just 2 AI tools. Well, you can't. We're using Kling AI and Nano Banana. Nano Banana is a Gemini-powered image engine. And together, these two, they just solve the biggest problem in AI filmmaking, and that is consistency. Let's break it down. AI filmmaking was a mess, right? Characters look different, shot to shot, faces morph, hair changed, backgrounds drifted. It didn't look cool at all. It looked broken. It was a mess. The root problem, no consistency. No anchor, no control. Nano Banana fixes that. And don't confuse Nano Banana with this website. That's not it. We're talking about inside, underneath Gemini, Flash 2.5. Now let's be clear, Nano Banana isn't just another image tool. Like I said, it locks in visual consistency. You choose a character, Nano gives you a full image set. Same face, different angles, different poses, lighting, scenes. Now you got assets that actually line up like a real film set. Just click that little banana right there in Gemini. This little trick turns static AI images into movie-grade input for Kling. But Kling right here, this is where the real magic happens. Check it out. You upload a start frame and add an end frame. Kling fills in everything in between, all automatically. Want a rotating camera shot? Upload a back view and a front view. Kling animates the full 180 degrees. Want a cinematic fly-through? Outside to inside frames? Kling builds the whole motion path. But this isn't just morphing. Kling understands geometry, motion, and space. Yeah, it's a little bit of work, there is a learning curve there, but you'll get it. Here's a real use case transformation. I created this young girl from the late 19th century and edited her to look like a werewolf in this picture. That's my end frame, right? I uploaded both to Kling, added a simple prompt, the full moon comes out and this girl turns into a werewolf. Boom! Kling gave me a full metamorphosis. Smooth motion, consistent details, and cinematic. What used to take Hollywood visual effects teams weeks? 2 images, 1 prompt, you're done. Now what I like is you can storyboard with Nano Banana, animate with Kling, publish your film all on your own. All right, so we're over here in Kling. This is the Kling interface, the platform, the app, what do you want to call it? And this is where you're going to do most of your creation right here. Now, for some of you who don't know, I'm also a game creator, and I created a game a few years back, and it was called Murder at Blood Mansion. You can order it on Amazon.com. And this had several characters. Most of them were created with just their upper half, not their bottom half. So you never actually see the bottom of them. So what I did was I took this character and I went inside Nano Banana, and it created me a few renditions. Nothing I was totally pleased with. Not that, but that. And then it gave me the back. So I can do basically a 180, right? Look at that. So that's the backside of her. All this time I've never seen her backside, okay? So that's pretty cool. So that was generated using Nano Banana. And again, Nano Banana you can find right here under Tools, Create Images, you're gonna see that banana. Okay, and again, don't get this confused with the fake Nano Banana AI form that's out, platform that's out there. You're gonna wanna go into Gemini Flash 2.5 and get all this information. And then I have another character, his name is Van Mulder, and I want to do something with him where he's throwing a ball up in the air. Okay, what we're going to want to do is click this banana. Now, the art is going to try to force you to do normal human legs. Now, cartoons, they tend to have shorter legs. Create short cartoon legs for this character. Okay, so their torsos tend to be bigger, and we want to fix that. Image created, create short cartoon legs for this character. That's always the most important prompt, okay? Let's see what happens. Love it. Create his backside. Hopefully it'll create what he looks like in the back. There we go. So now we have a character, his backside, and we have his front side. So that's going to be cool. All right, so let's go ahead and save this and that. All right, so here's the prompt. Start with a man on his backside. The camera is 20 feet behind him. He's in a library that is in a spooky mansion. He is tossing up the small orb that's in his hands. The camera moves to his front side as we watch him tossing up the small orb. Let's make sure it's a spooky library. Spooky old library. Okay, this is gonna take 35 tokens. We got professional VIP here. We got options of 5 seconds to 10 seconds. Let's just go ahead and do the 5-second version. And okay, so let's try it. It's really affordable right now, like $3 a week is what they're charging. All right, so let's try it. Okay, I see what it has done. It didn't put Van Mulder into a library, spooky library. Well, let's see how well it did the animation. Oh, it does put him in the spooky library, but he's floating in the spooky library. But as you see here, so it really wants to begin with the end frame in mind. Okay, so let's learn from this. It really wants to take him from this white background and finish in the white background. So let's try that again. Okay, so we don't want to make the same mistake twice. It's always good that you see the mistakes I make so you don't make them. So now in Gemini 2.5 Flash with Nano Banana, I've created 2 images. We got this girl right here. She's a late 19th century girl, and I put her in this old nursery room, right? Then she is a werewolf, and I want her to turn into this werewolf. So let's go ahead. This is my starting frame, and this is my end frame. Okay? So let's take these 2 images and go back into Kling. That's the beginning frame. I think you have to click this. There we go. And then this is going to be my end frame. So here's the visuals. Do a slow cinematic push into the girl as she morphs into a werewolf. Okay? Again, I think we can do these later. Images, videos, and audio. We'll figure this out. But we are using Kling 2.1. You can do these other options here. Look at this. You got Kling 2.1 Master, superb dynamic prompts. That wastes 100 of my tokens. So we're just going to do this one and reduce it down to 35. Okay, so we got that. And again, I can do 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 output. Or I guess you could do multiple outputs as options. This is part of the VIP package. As you see it give options. So that's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and generate and see what we have. All right, it is done. Let's see our morphing werewolf. Not bad, it didn't push in if you notice that. I can do zoom in post-production, just can't do a cinematic push in. That's all right. All right, let's try the next thing. Let's try the last prompt here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the mansion, and we have this mansion that I totally dig. And that's going to be our starting element there, right? And then we're going to have this image that I just created, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not completely happy with Nano Banana. So I had a lot of trial and error. It wasn't simply just doing what I wanted it to do. I wanted her to be in a hall. Maybe my prompt is not correct. I want her to be in a really creepy looking dining hall, but as you see, I say 16 by 9 and it's not giving me 16 by 9. Let me know if you have the same problems. So I went to, again, back to ChatGPT in 4.0 no less, and I created this prompt, add the old woman in the painting so it's hanging over the fireplace, add Lady Blood so she stands next to the fireplace, blending the art, so forth. Okay, so we are now going to have that as our end frame. So we're going to have the starting frame, which is the mansion. Okay, here's the mansion, Blood Mannion, and it's our starting frame, and then the end frame is going to be the picture that I just downloaded. Okay, and that's Lady Blood next to the Chandori painting, because the whole first season of Blood Mansion is going to be based around this painting that's on the wall. We'll change the painting later. This is just for an example here. So we're going to do the same thing. Now let's see. Prompt. Please describe our creative ideas for the video. But I don't know why it says motion control. Demo. Oh, so look, we can add motion to it. Motion capture. I guess we'll do that in a video, because this is really important. Motion control. Apply specific motions to characters in the image. We'll figure that out later. Let's keep it simple for now. All right, so that's not the camera motion. Okay, so this is the start, this is the end. So let's give it a prompt, generate the prompt. Have deep, let's see what deep. Stormy Gothic Castle, look at this, I can create deep seek. The stormy Gothic castle with lightning and bare trees transition to a dim candlelight dining room where a young woman is in red handband standing before a long table, the fireplace cracked beneath the elderly woman portrait. All right, so that's not too bad. So let's just change it a little bit. The stormy Gothic castle with lightning transitions. Let's see. Instead of transitions, we're gonna go all the way. Pushes in through a lit window, okay, into a dim candlelit dining room where a young woman, all right, so let's create that and see what happens. All right, it's done, let's see what happens. Well, that's a real push in. I'll have to hand it that. So, I think it's okay. I give it a B-. Then again, I would like a little bit more elements added to it, like maybe she spins around and points to the painting, you know, something like that. But there's other options here. There's a lot to explore with this. But these are the realistic trial and errors that you're going to find with using this app. You're not going to be, you know, you're not going to like tell prompts.
What finished video will look like. That is a perfectly horrifying transformation.
Like, he created really cool stuff on his video that talks about this, but you gotta like really fine tune your prompts when it comes down to it. All right, again, this isn't just cheaper, it's a new kind of creative power, and the power that we're all taking in right now. The playing field just got leveled. So what this comes down to is it's gonna come down to one thing, the story and your imagination. Go to Gemini, click the little banana, create an image, take it over to Kling, let me know what you're developing. If it's dope, I want to make it in the next video. And if this helped you see the future of filmmaking, smash and hit subscribe. Share it with another creator. Let me know what's going on in the world. So one thing that Kling cannot clearly do yet is lip syncing. In other words, you can't give Kling a prompt and it's going to have the character speak on camera. We're just not there yet. Unlike VO3 can do it. So where VO3 lacks consistency but can do pretty good lip syncing, Kling can do consistency but not yet lip syncing. So if VO3 and Nano Banana had a baby, it would be one of the perfect babies. It would be the baby we're all expecting to have. Because this future, it's already here. You just need to press record. If this video brought you any value, let me know. Just click the like button. If you want to hear more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe and you're going to get fed content every week. How AI is going to help content creators and marketers enhance their productivity and to be more creative. And as always, I got 2 more videos for you. This one right here is going to tell you how Abacus is going to take all your creative AI video tools under one umbrella. This one right down here, the algorithm has chosen for you. We'll see you in the next video.